Hello everybody and welcome to the family workout today with me, Stefan. I hope you are well and ready to follow me through this workout at home. Now if you haven't seen the family workout before today, this is a fun, high energy workout. It's designed for anyone in the family to take part in and join in with. But if there are any exercises you think you need to adapt or tailor to make them right for you, that is fine. You can march on the spot instead. You can go with something like some jump jacks. You can do some squats. If you need to change the exercises at all, that is absolutely fine. I'm going to give some harder and easier versions of the exercises in the program, but if you need to tailor it in any way so that you can join in and have fun and feel good doing this workout, that is absolutely fine. The workout today is going to go like this. We've got 4 minutes for our warm-up, 4 minutes for our cool down. Right in the middle is the workout itself, and as always it's split into 3 rounds of work. Each round is split into 3 1-minute working intervals with a 30-second recovery between each minute of work. And today all the exercises are split into, all the minutes are split into 2 30-second exercises. So if you are ready, I'm ready, we'll get this timer started. Listen up for the beep and get this workout underway. So starting off with our warm-up, we're going to go with our hands on hips and we're going to go with some hip circles. So big movements through the body to get the whole body warmed up, get the heart, lungs warmed up, get the ankles, knees and hips warmed up, get the whole body prepped and ready for the exercises to come, the harder exercises to come. Back in the other direction now, this big movement of the hips circling around. Make sure you've got room. If you've made room in the lounge or wherever to do this exercise, make sure you've got room to move around, particularly if there's more than one of you in the room. Okay, nice big sweep of the hips all the way through. From here, one hand on top of the other. A similar big circle, but this time with the hands high overhead. Plant those feet nice and firm, and then twist all the way through, keeping that balance. Again, watching out for other people's hands or any lights or furniture. Back in the other direction now. As I say, make sure you've got room to go through this workout all the way through. Nice big breaths as well. One more. There we go. Perfect. Widen the stance. Again, make sure you have room. One hand is going to reach down and across. And then the other down and across. Other hand coming behind the body as you move from side to side. Getting a little bit of a stretch on that straight leg. A little bit of work waking up the muscles in the hip on the other side. That's it. All right, from here, standing tall, we're going to go with an open the gate move, okay? Same side, we're going to go for 5 of these. It's okay to take a step, almost like you're going to take a step to kick a football. Nice big movement. One more, that might be 5, that might be 6. On the other side now, so one leg working through a big range of movement, bit of mobility. The other leg is all about holding you up, all about stability, the ankle, the knee and the hip. Okay, one more again. I think that's 5, perfect. From here, standing, we're going to swing the leg through. Again, make sure you've got room. Handy if you've got something to put your hand on, like a sofa or something like that, but if you need to use the arms for balance, that is absolutely fine. Letting that leg swing through. There we go. And then switching to the other side. Plant the foot, hands out, and a nice, whoop, take a couple from switching from one foot to the other. That's it. And you'll lift the hip so that leg can swing through. There's a bit of balance, bit of coordination for this one. All right. There we go. Okay, from here we're going to walk the hands down to the floor, and then from here a groiner step. That is stepping forward and then stepping back. Stepping forward, foot flat to the floor. Let's get a stretch through the hips. I'm going to go for one more on each side. A little bit of work for the core, a little bit of work for those arms and shoulders. Perfect. From here, widen your stance, and you're going to go up and all the way around. Look towards the ceiling. This is a T rotation. So making that nice big capital T, that big letter T at the top. It's also rotating the thoracic spine, the shoulders, the ribs, all the way around. One more on this side. And then we're going to walk those hands back. All right, a couple minutes, 10 seconds or so to get the heart rate up now. So a little bit of jogging on the spot. You can go jump jacks. Love a jump jack if you want to in place. But either way, just moving the arms, moving the body, getting that breathing up. All right, so our first combination, okay, for our first minute, first round, first minute of work is squats and high knees. Squats, weight into the heels, sitting back, standing tall, and then high knees on the spot, nice and fast with those feet. Are you ready? From the side, so you can see that squat. Now I like to bring my hands forwards and then push, almost like I'm pushing the floor away. Okay, and it helps to balance as the hips go back, the body comes forward. So you can see that from this side perspective, weight into my heels and driving, really pushing up, pushing through those heels, breathing out on the way up. 4 seconds, high knees, this one's gonna be fast. All right, so you can hear the tempo of my feet on the floor. I'm gonna try and keep that pace and that tempo working those arms as well. As light on the toes as I can, light and fast with the feet. Now, don't have to look at the clock because I'm listening out for that timer to go. When we hear that buzzer, we've got 30 seconds to rest. Whew, okay, first minute done. Warmed up, yeah? All right, so we have rainbow squats and jump jacks. This is a fast pace for this first round of work. Rainbow squats, up and over with the hands. Now I can turn the feet, or you can keep them flat to the floor, whichever you prefer. Jump jacks, everyone loves a jump jack, or maybe that's just me. Gonna open the window, let in some cooler air. Here we go. So rainbow squats up, reaching high, and by doing so, adding a little bit of momentum. So as I come down, I'm really having to work a lot more to push back up, just as low as is comfortable. If the hands just coming to the shin, touching the knee, that is fine. Again, the feet can go flat to the floor, so you're turning through the hips, or you can turn through the feet. All right, time for jump jacks. Okay, with this move, really pull those arms down and chop them up in the air to get the shoulders working. Let's see if we can build that pace again till we hear that buzzer going. Fast, fast with those feet. Okay, here it comes, last few seconds. Woo! All right, excellent, second minute. Still in that first round, we've got 1 minute left to go. And we have now our combination reverse lunge, alternating sides, and then mountain climbers. Stepping back. Notice I'm using my arms from the side. You can see that balance, all the work on that front leg. Mountain climbers underneath the body with those knees moving forwards. Here we go. Step back. Nice and steady and stable from ankle to knee to hip. Now control on the way down, drive up, control and drive up. I like to use my arms with this one, as you can see. Opposite arm movement, opposite arm forward to the leg that's forward. Just as low as you can. Again, if it's not as low, that's fine. Driving tall. 3, 2, mountain climbers. Whew. This one guaranteed to work shoulders and arms, as well as a fast pace and move with the feet. 15 seconds to go. Light on those toes. Core strong. Pull the navel up into the spine, and as you move those knees forwards, low to the ground. And there we have it. That is our first round done and dusted. On to round 2. We have a little bit longer, little sips. I remembered my water today. Little sips if you're taking on fluids. So we have core chops and standing oblique twists. So, core chops. Plant the feet, hands together, and you're gonna chop across to get those obliques working. Standing oblique twists. You're gonna drive, imagine a balloon, and you're gonna squeeze and try and burst that balloon between the elbow and the knee on the opposite side of the body. Here we go. Hunker down, weight into those heels, and my knees, feet, knees and hips are as steady as I can get them, but it's the waist upwards then I'm twisting and really chopping across. Now the longer my arms are reaching out, the harder it's going to be. Again, make sure you have room. All right, we've got 5 seconds more. So this one about the core and the heart rate as well. Standing now with that cross body, oblique twist. And you're looking to crunch the body down, flex at the stomach, at the midsection, like you're going to try and crash the knee and the elbow together, bursting that ball. Squeeze, keeping that pace, fingers to temples, twist the body, and squeeze, crunch those abdominal muscles. Whew, okay, we have now figure of 8 chops and Spider-Man mountain climbers, a tough one. Same sort of thing, hunker down, hands together, and we're gonna go with a figure of 8, just like you're waving that checkered flag at the end of a race. Spider-Man climbers, so you can see 1, 2, 2, just like Spider-Man, climbing that wall, bringing that knee up high. And here we go, with those chops, figure of 8. So we're getting that oblique twist. Now notice how I'm going to move my body into this one from side to side. A little bit of a side bend as well to really use the body. So it's not just the arms that are moving. Whew. Okay, 10 seconds, just less than 10. Working just as hard as you can. You can slow it down if you need to. You can make smaller circles or smaller figures of 8. Okay, mountain climbers, Spider-Man style. Bring that knee up now. You can twist the hips just a little bit. This one's slow. Not like that fast mountain climber in our first round. Slow. This is about the core and the shoulders working. Don't let those hips drop. Okay. If you need to pause, go to the knees and pop back up. Whew. All right, fantastic. That was second round, second minute. Next up we have oblique chops, left and then right, plank toe taps. Okay, the oblique chop is on a diagonal. We're going 15 seconds for each. And then the plank is down on the elbows, forearms and wrists, and we're tapping the floor out to the side with that toe tap position. Here we go, low to high. Again, you can lean sideways to really feel those oblique muscles working as you twist and chop up and down. And we're going to change now. Switch the hands and then change that angle of the body. Plant those feet firm to the floor. 5 seconds now. And down to the floor. Elbows, wrists, forearms. And then tap, 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 tap. Stepping out, keeping those hips level. Resist the twist at the waist. Rest if you need to. You can even go from the knees and bring that knee out to the side in place of the toes if needed. Whew. Draw that navel in and upwards toward the spine for a strong core. Oh, wow. And that is already our second round done. So we just got one more round, 3 more minutes. We get a little bit longer breather before we go into this first minute of work in our final round. We've got high knee punches and side planks left and right. So if you have a mat, get that ready. First high knee with that punch. Just as we did our high knees in our first round, we're going to bring that high knee into effect. We've got 15 seconds. And then from there, side planks. Okay, from the feet or from the knees, and you're going to hold that position. Okay, hold that position 15 seconds on each side. We'll bring the mat out before we get into that one. All right, so high knee punches. Building that heart rate up. Whole body working. Trying to really push the hands out into each punch. Twist the midsection, twist the body. And keep that pace up. All right, we've got 10 seconds left. Working as hard as you can. for as long as you can. And then it's time to change. Side plank. Okay, holding that position. Core strong here, lifting the hips. Again, any time you need to rest, just go down, hips to the floor. And it's time to swap. And up we go. All right. Holding that position, working those core muscles, shoulder as well, directly underneath the elbow. Okay, so now we have uppercuts and side planks again. So we're doubling up on those side planks, uppercuts. Plant those feet firm, and you're gonna drive those punches upwards. Now this is gonna really work those shoulders, but also the midsection as well. Twist the body and keep that fast pace. All right, starting with those uppercuts, and then it's side planks. Are you ready? 30 seconds. Okay, you feel just how effective at building that fitness up this move is, even though the legs don't feel or look like they're doing much. They're holding firm. Plant those feet to the ground and twist. Driving those punches up. All right, we've got less than 10 seconds. Arms working, shoulders working, back working as you pull that arm back for the next one. And side plank now. Up onto those toes, or onto the side of the foot, I should say. Again, elbow directly underneath the shoulder, sideways on. Need to rest, just pop the hips down. And it's time to change. Okay, nice quick change. And onto the other side. Stable and strong. This one working the shoulder as well as working the core. All right, there we go. Whew. 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute. Doing well. If you've made it this far and you're giving it your all for every bit of work we're doing. So front kicks, that's going to be a lift and a kick forwards. Again, make sure you have space to bring that leg up using the arms for balance. And we've got a plank with arm lifts. Plank from that straight arm position, feet wide. Here we go with those front kicks. 1, 2, 1, 2. Switching from foot to foot. Lift that knee up and then kick forwards. It's a tough one. Working those stomach muscles, working the legs as well. Working the glute on the standing leg. The more you kick, the more you're having to push the other foot into the floor. And 1 more, planks now. Straight arms, feet wide, hands close together. Resist that twist. As steady as you can. From the knees if you need to, or rest on the knees and then pop back up to the toes when you're able to. Less than half to go. Straight arm, hands nice and wide, fingers spread wide to give you a nice strong hand on the floor, that base of support. Wow, what a tough combination there. Well done indeed. Give yourself and everyone else in the room that high five. You made it through the workout. Whew. Again, a little bit of a brow mop and a little bit of a sip of water. Keep your body moving. Don't collapse on the floor. Come up to standing, shaking the arms out and the legs out. Moving around the room. That's walking backwards and forwards on the spot or round in a circle. But keep the body moving into our cool down. From here, that rainbow move we did with our squats. We're going to bring that back, but just the arms working and turning the hips, turning the feet from side to side. Breathing now nice and slowly to bring down that heart rate, to bring the body back to room temperature, back to a resting state. Whew. All right, from here, same movement with the feet, hands low in front, but high behind you, high at the back. Nice and smooth through this movement. Up at the back, low at the front. A nice turn through the body, ankles, knees and hips. There we go. It feels like a nice movement before, after you've been working particularly with those planks where everything's nice and, or everything's quite tight and steady. From here, we're going to go wide with our feet. We're going to sink the hips down to one side, lean the body back to the opposite direction, feeling that stretch in the inner thigh, and then up and over. Holding that position for a few moments, but notice how I'm bouncing, a little bit of bob or bounce. Nice and gentle. Again, a comfortable level of stretch through that inner thigh muscle. There's adductor muscles. Leaning back, you can be more upright if you need to be. And one more time, up and over, and holding that position, just gently bobbing on that position. Standing tall, I'm going to step 1 foot forward, I'm going to reach my hands down, and then come back up. Other side now, step, reach, and up. This is going to stretch the hamstrings, going to repeat that movement, nice and tall. Take a step, doesn't need to be a big step, and as we come back up, switch to the other side. Again, feeling that stretch right the way down the back of the upper thigh, and up, and to the toes. One last time. Wide stance with our feet. We're going to turn the feet to one side, reach the hand up, straight legs as we go down towards the floor. Now, if you can't get to the floor, that's fine. If you can, fantastic. Looking up, opening up to stretch the chest and shoulders as well, and then we're reaching up. We're going to go one more time, down to that low position. This is our windmill, stretching the inner thigh and the side of the body. Again, opening up to stretch the chest and shoulder at the front. Reaching up, and then switch to the other side. Switch the feet, switch the hand position, and then again, down if you can to the floor. If not, just as low as you're able to. Good, nice stretch, reaching up, and back down a second time. Holding that position, holding that stretch. Straighten those legs if you can, and opening up, reaching back up. All right, from here, going to place the hands into the lower back, and then you're going to draw those shoulders back and draw those elbows back. Okay, this is a nice stretch for the front of the shoulders, looking up. The more you pull those elbows back, the more you feel that stretch. And then we're going to bring the fingers netted together and push forwards. And as I bend forward as well, you can feel that stretch right the way through the back, all the way across the back as well. And finishing off, just by letting the hands come down, nice and slowly uncurl, roll the shoulders round to finish. If you've made it through this workout, you've given it your all, like I say, for each and every round, each and every minute of work, give yourself that well-earned high five. You have put yourself through a great workout. Now, I will see you again very soon for another family workout. In the meantime, take care.